Hey guys, what's up? When you're welcome back to, and I knew it. I knew this was going to happen eventually. Like it's not possible for me not to screw up my intro.
Oh, good.
No, like serious. Even on YouTube, when I was releasing on YouTube, I was like screwing up my intros a lot. Just that I'm the
I
I'm,
mean, it actually makes you human, sir.
yeah, I'm
Like-
doing it alone so I can like edit out this thing. But yeah.
Eh?
Hey guys, you're listening to Weebs on the pod. As usual, I'm your host or co-host. I don't know which one it is. Well, as usual, I'm Niyi Abdul and I'm joined by my co-host.
Killer B from Naruto Shippuden. Bakayogo, come on, you. Oh, good.
I was just thinking of what random stuff I can just say, and then you just.
Oh, good. So, your boy Killer B here. I can't even form the guy's voice. I don't watch the English dub though. I see how he actually sounds like in the English dub. Whether they actually delivered, like how they delivered in the subbed version.
I don't really watch English dub. That's another
I
topic.
think at times I see English dub to watch. Like if I see the opportunity, or if I have the chance to see the dub, at times I check it out at times to just maybe see how it goes at times. How it is at times.
There's another topic. The classic sub versus dub.
Maybe you do it one day.
Yeah. But today's episode, we're just continuing explaining the genres of anime. Like,
So
let me know, like after some time, after that first one, I was just looking at it and I was like, we're never going to complete this thing.
wait, how many do you have left? Sir?
Like,
I think is it 3 or 4? Wait,
9.
how many do you do?
We still have 9, guys.
Yeah? Which is
we only did 6 last time.
Sports anime, slice of life, shoujo, shonen, and josei.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't do isekai.
No.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where we're starting.
I think you should take the lead since I think that's your favorite this thing.
Okay.
Genre.
Okay. Well, isekai is more or less reincarnation. You die in your world, you are reincarnated into another world. Anime is where you die in your world and you are reincarnated into your world. Don't count as isekai.
Why? It's isekai somehow.
Isekai, like even just the word. I don't know the literal translation of the word isekai.
Translation is another word or something. Another word,
like
I think another word.
Like I know that the sekai is world, I think. So, like if you are reincarnated back into your own world, then would you really say?
No, the word could be different per se in what you are experiencing now.
But it's still your world.
It's still your world. Like this. No. Like now, let's say you get teleported into the 1940s now. It will be a different
then that's time travel. And
in another sense, somehow the world is still different in a way.
Because the only way it's isekai is if you are doing something like the Avengers version of time travel, where it's not necessarily going back in time, but it's going to like a parallel, dimension.
Go to zone before you can enter the time, the time you want to go to.
No, not necessarily. Like it's a parallel dimension that is like very similar to yours. So whatever you change there does not change anything in your own timeline. So that would be isekai. But if it's just if your actions will have repercussions like to your own timeline, then it's time travel, not isekai.
Okay.
So there are some very like common tropes with isekai anime that are very like difficult to
meet.
I won't say difficult, like they usually don't. These things are usually very common. Like I'm stumbling over my words. Like what I'm trying to say is right at the tip of my tongue. It's like a formula that they follow.
Yeah.
The person dies in their world and is resurrected in a new world. In a lot of them, you will see there is an in-between. Like, okay, when they die, they are visited by a god or something like that decides to reincarnate them for one reason or the other. Some don't have that. Then the next trope is you usually have overpowered main characters.
Yeah.
So, and then the last trope, this is not always there, is the menace himself. Guess
What's
who?
the menace?
Truck-kun.
Oh, good. No. I've seen Korean films with Truck-kun. I've seen Chinese films. Like anytime I see any bad guy or good guy running in the street, I'm like, guy, Truck-kun, you're not scared. You're not scared of entering the domain of.
I forgot what.
Don't look left, look right like this. Truck-kun, they come, boom. Just say, I put on isekai to heaven.
I've forgotten the name they gave his relatives. I think it's Train-san and Car something. I don't know. It's this guy that did it. CJ the Champ.
Yeah, okay. Why is it CJ Camp? So I say that when I'm calling the guys.
Okay, for those listening, if you don't watch those guys' videos, it doesn't really upload very often, but you need to watch the guy's videos. He is hilarious. So yeah, you usually have truck-kun. They are usually like hit by a truck or a train.
Usually sending you to the fast track express tickets to the thing.
Yeah, but it's not always actually.
No, it's not. At times you get mugged or
you have the mugged one. I think that is that time I got reincarnated at the time.
Yeah.
Then fell from stairs. That is this new one. Yeah.
This one
game life as a mob. Then there's Tractor San.
No, it's Tractor San. That one, no, I think that one just scared. Wait, maybe he's scared him or something. No, that one.
Yeah, that is one of the most pathetic deaths in anime.
He said you died. They carried you to the hospital. Like your parents saw you and they laughed.
Like for the doctors to find the thing so funny that they completely forget their Hippocratic oath and just stand there laughing at you.
Your parents will come check you in the hospital. Your son is dead or killed him. He died of shock.
And then they see that you wet yourself and they're just no. But yeah, those are the usual.
Even God, like, wait, okay. I was like, give a God and say, okay, do you want to still go back to your world? He said, no. I'm humiliated enough. I can't come back from that. They say I should die. I say I should not come back from that.
Honestly. But yeah, those are the usual tropes. Some examples are, as we mentioned, that time I got reincarnated as a slime, Konosuba, so I'm a spider, so what? And there are a lot of them.
I think what's the name again?
Okay, so I'm a
Overlord, but that
spider,
one.
Huh?
I said Overlord too, but that one it didn't die. It was playing the game, and now got stuck or something.
No, you don't necessarily have to die. Actually, I should have said that in the beginning. You don't necessarily have to die. You just have to
maybe teleport to the world.
Yes, you are moved from your world to another world with seemingly no way back.
Yeah.
So, and another way that people die from this thing is also, I think, so I'm a spider, so what? They were summoned. There was another one where a war spilled into their own dimension and they died, and there are a lot of them. So, I think so I'm a spider, so what? They died. They weren't summoned.
This one was how not to summon a demon lord, or is that how to summon a demon lord? I think the guy too was summoned into the world.
Yeah. Okay, so that's Isekai. The next, I will hand it over to Tony.
Okay, so the next genre of anime now. This one is very popular, and this one is I think this one was really popular. I would say with the previous generation that was watching anime, in the 80s and 90s. This one is mecha anime. This one involves. This one is more no. This one is not more. This one is heavily sci-fi oriented. It's about basically human pilots piloting giant robots to fight other giant robots or kaijus. You get?
Yeah. Sorry, wait. Give me a few minutes. And I'm back. Sorry, technical difficulties on my end.
Yeah. Should I start again or I
think you were just talking about robots fighting one another.
Or fighting.
Huh? Fighting?
Like kaijus, giant monsters.
Okay, yeah.
So,
I don't know, this is split into two different types. That's just what I wanted to say.
Why is that?
Okay, you have the types of the Neon Genesis Evangelion, and let me think, Voltron.
Yeah.
Where you have this giant, bulky, robot where you are sitting in a certain.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like a size of a skyscraper, sometimes even bigger. Then you now have the types
Have you seen Gurren again?
No. That's even where I'm getting to. That's where I'm getting to. You now have the types Infinite Stratos, where the thing is more like an exoskeletal suit. It's not that massive. Maybe it's I would say about 15 to 20 feet.
I don't really think mecha like
where
that.
I'm getting
to be massive like that.
Huh?
I said I don't really think mecha types they really get massive, really massive like that. I don't think they have a size. As long as a human being is piloting a robot or something.
Yeah. No, see, as long as it's not a suit of armor, then it's classed as mecha. You have to, there is some how will I put it? The controls are not. I don't know how to really explain it, but as long as it's just not a literal suit of armor.
Yeah.
So, and I think generally, I think it has to actually have a height distance. Like it is not of a certain size, then it's practically just a suit of armor that is a bit bigger than you.
Like now, some people. Have you seen have you seen Ghost in the Shell? The anime, not the. I think they even show the giant robots in this thing. Like that spider, like robot in a spider form that it was her name again. Is it Major Motoko or Kusanage was fighting?
That's mecha.
Because but that one is not that like huge that way.
It's
That
not
one is
huge. It's not huge, but it's in the shape of a spider.
yes.
It's not human. It's not humanoid. So then that just makes it a mecha.
Mecha.
Yeah, think those suits in Avatar, the movie.
Good. Wait, you call them I think those ones who classify as mecha at times. I think.
Yeah, they are mecha. Then think of maybe even the distance in the Matrix. Those are also mechas. Like it just has to be of a certain
fight at the fight scene at the end, Abi. Or I think in part 3, or is it the robots generally?
The robots that they are piloting to fight the Sentinels.
Okay.
So like, as long as it's something you pilot, yeah, that's the word I was looking for. It's something that you are piloting. It's not something that you are just
wearing. Or something like an Iron Man suit.
So where I was going with that train of thought was that some people like one but don't like the other. Like, let me not lie, I didn't like the likes of those Neon Genesis Evangelion and this thing, because I just felt like the suits were too massive.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think they are like around the range of, is it 80 to 100 feet
yeah,
or so?
That was where my problem was. And at the time, I had already watched Infinite Stratos, and that had already, like, this kind of thing that it cements a status quo in your head.
Okay.
That you're not ready to.
So that means you'll be able to watch Cruella again, yeah?
No, I eventually got over it. The anime that made me even get over it was Knights and Magic. Have you watched that?
No.
Knights and Magic.
No.
Yeah, that anime is dope. It's isekai also and mecha.
Like, is it like more Barbie?
I don't know. The gist of it is that the guy got isekai stuff. The guy died, got reincarnated in another world. In his previous world, I think he was a programmer.
Oh.
Okay, I think he died of overworking. So he was a programmer, and when he came to this new world, he discovered that magic is very much like programming. And in his previous world, he was always in love with like robots, mechas, and stuff like that. So here, when he got here, he applied that his knowledge from the previous world to create some insane mechas. Like, this world already has them, right? But like, he made them way better.
Oh, Knights and is it Knights and Magic?
Yeah. There is one reason why I can never forget that anime. You know why?
Why is that?
I initially wasn't going to watch it. The night, was like, I have finished watching every other anime and I was just bored. So I decided that, let me give this a chance. Do you know that I think there were 7 or 8 episodes at the time out? I downloaded all of them, watched all of them that same night. That's like from 12 That is not weird. People do that a lot of time. People binge anime a lot of time.
You said it. You first calm down. No, I tend to control yourself. That is not weird. People do this.
No. Look, I'm building up to something. I'm building up to something like that. Like, okay, you say you stayed up all night binging one anime. If you are talking to a fellow anime fan, they'll most likely say, "Yeah, I get you. That's what I mean by it's not. I wouldn't say weird. I would say it's not really that uncommon. That's the word I should have used. What made this memorable to me, right? Was that the next day or that day, depending on when you start your next day from. I start my next day from 12 midnight.
Yeah.
So on that day, I had an exam that I had to go for. That was outside of that was after effective. So you wouldn't know that, you wouldn't have seen it because that was after we've graduated.
I hope, yeah.
So like I slept around, I think 6 o'clock.
4, 5, 6. When you get when did you not have the exam?
I think the exam started around 8 or 7.
Wait,
no, it wasn't 7. It wasn't 7. It was 8.
Guys, if I sleep, it's around that 11, 12 I wake up and I cannot.
Luckily for me, my dad woke me up. Like he knew that I had the exam and he knows that I often have issues like waking up early, whether I sleep early or not. Like I have issues waking up around that 6 o'clock. So he woke me up like 20 minutes later. So I was working on that day with only 20 minutes of sleep. I got to the exam hall, I wrote it. After I finished writing everything that I know, I just dozed off right there. Luckily for me, I didn't fail. So yeah, examples of mecha are, as we said, Infinite Stratos, Gurren Lagann, Neon Genesis Evangelion, and so many more.
So many more. So, and the one funniest thing is that, okay, no, it's not, I call it funny. One particular thing is that it's usually integrated with other genres now. You get?
Yeah.
Like when I mentioned the Ghost in the Shell, it's not as if the anime is that anime is mainly sci-fi and psychological. This is not really it's mecha that is the main driving point.
Mecha is the main focus, but it's not like every single time mecha.
Yeah.
It's not like that is the only thing it's focusing on. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say.
So okay, maybe.
Okay, I wish you had actually taken this genre because I'm not very.
Which one?
This next genre because I'm not very detailed. So the next genre is psychological.
This one. Wait.
I guess this is a genre dealing.
I can list anime under psychological, but to explain it now is the issue.
Yeah, that is what it is. I think it's just well, I would just say it literally. I would just translate it literally. Like it's just genres having to deal with psychology. So it can have to do with mental abilities, mind reading, mind control, or mind games. People playing mind games with one another.
Yeah. Stories with
detective, criminal type stuff.
All those kind of stuff. Define. Imagine if this was an exam. Explain psychological
anime.
Anime talk.
Look, this will just be my reaction. I'll put my hand on my head. I'll put my hands on my head. I'll write my name on the paper. I'll stand up and I'll just submit it. Sir, just pay me.
Imagine it's like 1A, now 1B. Based on your answer in 1A, give.
Oh
give
no,
like almost some exams you have to think, why they do this? Why are they punishing?
Yeah. But some examples of psychological let me think.
Anime.
Death Note?
Death Note.
Number one.
Death Note. What else again? What's not this mecha anime that is so this thing that people like pitting the main character with light? Is it Code Geass? I think it's good Code Geass.
Yeah.
That one is a good.
It has some psychological distance there, so
I think Steins Gate too.
What?
Have you seen Steins Gate?
Okay, yeah, Steins Gate. Okay, yeah,
but that one
some psychological there.
Leaning on the sci-fi side, but they still the same.
Yeah. It Invaded.
I think I've heard of that before.
Yeah. Is this guy that is like the way they investigate crimes is by diving into the minds of criminals, and so this guy.
Why is this so similar to Ghost in the Shell?
They are usually a lot of these things are usually very similar. So the guy is diving into people's minds. When he's in their mind, he doesn't know who he was on the outside. But on the outside world, he is actually a criminal. So I think he's also a serial killer.
Oh,
I've not really watched it. I have it, but I've not watched it yet.
Because Ghost in the Shell too, they dive into people's ghosts at times. That one, I think that is. Will I call it the main plot too? I did Ghost in the Shell too, like a worthy mention of like psychological anime because the themes there. If you watch the what is the name of this thing? Ghost in the Shell. Something complex. Standalone complex. And there's this other one, but that one is more military, like military.
Okay.
Which anime again? Have you seen Seven in Resonance?
Huh?
Heard of it? Seven in Resonance.
No.
That one is a good mention too, and it's really nice. 12 episodes, Stephanie. That's all.
Okay, so I'll leave the next one to you.
Okay. Let's say I've seen. Is this what's the name I want to mention?
CGDCT.
Yeah, cute girls doing cute things. That's the genre, and that's what they do. That's what they do in the anime. You just see cute girls doing cute things.
I'm still confused as to that one. Honestly, before you mentioned it, I did not know it. I did not know that was a genre.
So when you now hear that that genre, anime will now be popping up. So this anime was how will they pronounce it? CGDCT. CGDCT. This anime was CGDCT. Okay. This anime was. Oh my God! I don't think I can say.
Let's not even spend too long on this one because it just says so in the name. The name already explains the genre. Cute girls doing cute things. I will leave the example to you because I have no bloody idea of any example.
I only have 2 examples, and the only other one that I know that I can say that no, I can't really call that because that one now the plot is like it's a bit complex than doing cute things. Yeah. This one now, this genre of anime is like I don't want to call it a branch of slice of life and shoujo because I don't think the audience. Because Japanese, I don't know what is in those people's head. Those ones, you don't. God. Why are you doing anime with small girls? With small girls being the main this thing. I know the target audience is not children and it's not this thing. You know the target audience. I don't talk too much.
Yeah, just give the examples.
Example, can I pronounce it? Kish, Kishu, God, I can't pronounce it anymore.
Okay, give the second one.
New game OP. OP is not as I was drunk when I was writing this stuff. New game OP. No, okay, let me just explain what they do. Cute girls doing cute things. Like now, you can just see the main plot to be about like girls in a, like, let's say middle school or something, playing basketball, volleyball. They could play basketball too, volleyball, or swimming, or like child doing normal slice of life stuff.
Yeah, but the main focus will not really be on the sport. It will just be on their daily life and stuff. I'm guessing anyway. So let's just leave that there.
So
the next one, Maho Shoujo. That is magical girl.
Magical girl. Stephanie.
Yeah. So this is just this is now, don't get this confused with general magic or fantasy anime. This is more realistic, or not really realistic. It's like, okay, modern day world where everything is normal, and then this girl is given power to battle some type of evil force. Her and maybe a few others. So that is more or less it. It's also, I think it also falls. Some of them also fall under CGDCT.
Like, you know, the mention anime I want to mention for. I think it was this Poela Madoka. Hey, can I get the name?
No,
Poela Madoka.
Do not call Madoka Magica under cute girls doing cute things. That anime is fucked up. Like, and this is coming from somebody who hasn't watched it. I've not watched it, but I know how fucked up it is.
You know, some people, the definition of cute now is very broad. So that's cute.
Look, I was watching. I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube where they are explaining this thing, and when they're saying, I'm like, what the actual?
I've seen the anime. I've seen the anime, and how it starts off like this cute. This is
very your typical Mahou Shoujo. This cute, very preppy, and this, and then it just takes a dark turn, and you're like, what? And
so it's not like it was sloping up. One point, I think just went dark, like fuck. Like, see, I'm talking about them having goosebumps now. I'm saying.
Look, I think this is actually, a lot of people have praised it that this had one of the best like plot twists in anime.
That's really really nice. That's really nice. That's my thing. That's really nice.
What? But anyway, examples. That's really the only example I can think of. Madoka Magica. I don't really like Mahou Shoujo. This thing just feels a bit childish to me.
I think that's the only this thing I've even watched. The only Mahou Shoujo. This is. But let me check. I think I wrote something down. Oh, I didn't write anything down.
Okay.
That's easy. Like, I've seen examples. Is it Keon or Keon with an exclamation? Yeah, Keon. Yes, that one is this. Then you
spelling. I think the spelling is just K, the letter K, then on.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I've heard about it a lot. So
there's Yoshiki too, Minamiko, and my Japanese song. And Inako notes. Those are the ones I have.
Okay. So let's just go to the next one.
What is the next one?
Let's do the next two. And then we just, or Okay, let's just complete it.
Okay. Wait, let me just pack the next two into one.
I was about
Wait,
to just suggest that.
just pack it into one because I don't want to enter. I don't want to go in detail. I don't want to go in detail. Okay.
Okay.
Yahweh and okay. Yahweh, boy love. Yui, girl love. I think the explanation, the the name explains everything. Yahweh now deals with boy on boy love. Like that's the main plot. Like love between men. Cha.
Love between two guys as the main characters, as the main plot. Not as
At times it's
something
like
that just
at times it could have like slice of life, or it could have like more complex. This thing like let's say juice. Will I call it juice now or Shania? I don't even know, sir. Juice or Shania, this is it could have like dark this thing, or it could be more on the comedic side. Like examples of Yahweh could Yuri on Ice, Antique Bakery. Okay, just what I have. So if you are interested, you can check anime list for my anime list for the.
Personally, I haven't watched. I don't think I've watched anyone.
I've seen a couple of episodes of Yuri on Ice, and it was actually interesting, It was interesting. When I watched it was the time that
Look, these animes are not necessarily bad. I don't see them as they are bad or anything.
I don't just
it's just not my cup of tea. Then we have Yuri. Honestly, Yuri 2 is just the same thing for me. I'm not really that into it.
Yuri now, this one now is like, okay, just let's say reverse. This one,
it's just the opposite of it's girl on girl.
The same plot. This thing could be slice of life. It could be something more complex, more on the Shanian side. So this one's okay. I actually have examples. Why do I have examples of this one, not for you, Yari? Valkyrie Drive. I don't think I wrote the title completely, but Valkyrie Drive. Konohana Kidnap. Then there's Miss Vampire who lives in my neighborhood. Yeah, that one sounds spicy.
This one
in my neighborhood. And Puella Majoka too. That one too is, I think that one too. Yes, that one too is Yahweh. I forgot the
Yuri.
Yes, I said Yahweh.
I'm also thinking of two more. I know the name of one. I've forgotten the name of the other.
Say someone can call what's the name? What's the name of this one? Killer Kill Yahweh or Yui. Sorry, Mike. You know, at the end, these two girls went on a date.
Yeah, so long as they went on a date, but that's not really a main focus of the anime.
It was not really the main focus. That anime itself is doing well itself.
So the one I'm thinking of, I watched it and I actually enjoyed it. One of the series, I think it's the only Yuri anime I watched.
Which one?
Like knowing that it's a Yuri anime that I didn't watch all, like it's the only Yuri anime I watched not for another plot, not for another like genre that was included in the thing. I've forgotten the name. The gist of it, I know, is just that I think the two of them are now stepsisters. Their parents got married, and something happened between them that caused this usual stuff of, you have one that is very calm and collected, then you have the other one that is like a garu. So the garu one now fell in love with the calm one and stuff like that. I've even forgotten the other one I wanted to call now.
What's the title? I've forgotten the title. This
I
one I
forgot.
just said now.
Well, yeah. The next genre is ecchi.
Why am I doing like Mordecai? Ah, good.
Ecchi is just like how do I explain it? I don't know how to explain it without calling certain words. Okay,
maybe I should give you this word.
Just say ecchi anime usually have a lot of like nudity, like usually full frontal nudity.
Well, wait,
They won't show the privates of the male or the female, but like they'll show the breasts of the female, and like they'll show a lot of panty shots. They were like the protagonists will usually find themselves.
A lot of questionable camera angles.
Yeah, the protagonists will usually find themselves in some very like
questionable positions.
Yeah, and it's usually misunderstanding. I guess a perfect example of this would be DXD. High school DXD.
That one, yes. High school DXD. I always say it will blow the line, but I remember one other anime that is not blowing. That one is, if this one is blowing the line, this one is the line.
No, look, another ecchi anime is Shizuku Reviewers.
Prison School. Wait.
Yeah.
That one, I did count down as hentai because of some things.
Look, do you know why that doesn't count as hentai?
Why?
They didn't show the private of the male or female. Yeah, there were a lot of like.
They push the boundary in that anime.
They push the boundaries. They push the boundaries a lot, but due to that lack of like the private showing and stuff like that, you would just call it. If I were to liken it to our own everyday thing, I would say it's softcore porn.
Because I was wondering, wait, all this anime, say they will show it in their TV, or they have streaming sites they can watch it. Because at times I'm like,
most likely just streaming sites. You remember Ishizoku Reviewers actually got pulled from several streaming sites.
Because that's why I was like, I was watching this.
So long as they don't show like the guy's penis or the woman's JK, let's just say like that, then it's safe. Kind of.
Guy, what Japanese
I would still say don't allow anyone under the age of 18 to watch it. So yeah.
Guy, I was watching it in like I was watching around 10, 11. I think others have slept. Then my roommate's friend now saw me. He was saying like, "Hey, Koya, I did the watch with this." I'm like, guy, the guy is open to watching anime, but he has not actively like, okay, he wants to watch anime, but he's open. When he saw it, you're like, okay, send this one to me. Be like, now this one will you start. I'm like,
look, ecchi anime do not. Most ecchi anime are not safe to watch. Most ecchi anime you watch them by yourself.
No, this one everybody has slept, and it was like, look, we were like 4 in the room that time. That's why it's not like watch it in the morning or during the day. But like some people they don't care, they go watch anywhere.
Yeah. I guess the only one in the examples I would say is somewhat safe to watch is DXD.
Wait,
and that actually just depends on like.
I think Killer Kill too you can call Killer Kill like Eki too, because there are some things that they show like nudity, but they don't draw the nipples and they don't show like this in private. Like they do this clever censoring. Like let's say if you don't show this, maybe pull, you just fall. and block the stuff.
Yeah, those also classify as ecchi. It doesn't have. They don't have to draw the nipples or anything like that. Sometimes it can be blocked by something, maybe a ray of light,
Yeah.
a shadow, foam, or something like that.
Or you want outrageously long hair, you just block. Or like, guy, your hair, is this why you grew long hair so I can sound me and not be at the time? And I think the best one. See, I'm talking like I'm passionate about this this genre. The best hair kid I've ever seen is Prison School. I don't think I've seen another that have topped this. It's not like in terms of nudity, like with the comedy and all the stuff that is in it, guy. The plot is outrageous. But
anyone that has watched it will tell you the same thing, that Prison School is a very dope anime. So, like, the last one, this is, yeah. if you know, you know. If you know, you know. The way we're behaving now, if you know what we're talking about, you know what we're talking about. The last one is the king.
The king.
Hentai.
Or some people will say H anime, not to, or how would I say it? Is it H anime or ha anime?
It's H anime. I remember we had that argument. They said that it's actually H because it sounds like H.
Oh, okay. I was like, me and down to like, you have anime. Oh my god.
Hentai is porn. Period.
I just said it's porn. Period.
There is nothing. There is nothing else to it. It doesn't matter what plot they try to hide behind or anything like that. You can't tell me you're watching any hentai just for the plot.
No. I'm watching it for the plot. And one other thing, talk about when they say plot in hentai, plot could mean, hey, can I say this? Could mean like someone that is, I think, is it flat chested or let's say. I'm watching it for the plot. They now show you see the memes. They now show the plot. You now see one girl with flat chest or something, or you see what I think it's flat chest.
The plot is more or less. The plot is more or less the main character who's look. Almost all of us have watched porn, so you get what I mean by plot.
Like there are some watching you struggle with this stuff.
There are some anime that disguise as ecchi but are really hentai. I watched one and I'm not going to say it. We're not giving any examples here.
I listened to no worry.
Let's not be the ones that we drive people down this path.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. Although I can call one, but that is mainly because there was no like showing of the private, but it is very like dark. So like there are distance of rape there.
Is it Rudua or Villa?
Yes, Rudua or Villa.
No, see, they showed though. You know where the guy used this thing to slap the girl's face?
No, they didn't show. They like just showed like they didn't actually just. How will I say? They didn't blatantly show it. You know what is there.
Some people will slow. I know this guy that I have a friend that will slow down the scene there. Put 0.3 playback speed. Oh god.
Anyway, look, that anime actually has somewhat of a bad rep because of that first episode. If you ask me, I would say it's actually not that bad. I would liken it to like a Game of Thrones.
The plot like,
no, like there is a lot of nudity and there are a lot of like sex scenes, but it actually has
it's on the Game of Thrones level.
It actually has a plot. It's not just random this thing. So yeah, as I said, we're not giving any example. Although we might have just given an example depending on how you look at it.
No, if someone went back and you sees how we describe the name, you're like H anime. So someone can go and search and to lead them to the source. And we're not giving our source. You gotta look for your source yourself.
We didn't give you the source. That's the end story. Anyway.
How are you wrapping this up?
Huh?
How are you wrapping this up?
The usual. Oh yeah. We've transported it from the beginning to the end.
Wait. Let me add one thing. I think Food Wars is a contender for Eki. One of the contenders. Food Wars too. I forgot to mention. I was like thinking I forgot something. I just remember now. Food Wars. Eki. Good Eki. Recommendation.
Yeah, definitely.
Food Wars. Yes. Then you can go to high school DXD if you want. What do I call that one? If you want something more on the shonen side. That one, high school DXD is like it's trying to hide under this shonen somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think this is going to be our longest episode yet. Even with me cutting out that part where I was absent. So yeah, that is all the genres of anime we have for you. I actually thought there was going to be part 3, but we've managed to cover everything here. But yeah, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please be sure to subscribe to this podcast. I made a mistake in the last episode with the outro. I can't remember exactly what mistake I made, but I know I made a mistake. You're not going to say anything.
I was like thinking, since how is go hot me.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I don't know exactly why I made the mistake, but I know I made a mistake from it. So yeah, if you are watching this on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe and comment.
I'm just repeating what you just said. I think I'm just repeating after what you just said. It's like it's me that is fucking this thing up.
Nah, this time it's just me. That just doesn't. Like that point where I kept quiet. Like it was honestly just me trying to think of what do I say next. And in my mind I'm just like, Tony, please save. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Tune in next week. Peace out.
So peace out. Yeah, peace out.